Hey guys, so today I want to talk about designing your sales pages like Taylor Swift designs her album covers, her eras, right? So I was just thinking about this because AI has opened up a brand new way, a whole new world for us in designing our sales pages, right? So I've always liked to use like matching graphics on sales pages so that it all flows. But AI has opened up such a new world for us. So let's think about designing your sales page like Taylor Swift designs her album covers for her era. So number one, she's choosing a theme, right? She's storytelling with her graphics, and it's her always, right? She's wearing a costume. She's a rock star, right? So how can you do that too? How can you choose a theme? So she's not using one main branding for all of her album covers. And that's what normally we would do as a personal brand. We would, create your sales pages with your branding. Every sales page kind of looks the same because it's all the same font, colors, it's all the same, right? But how can we switch it up? How can we make each sales page an event, an era in its own? How can each offer become a new era for you, right? This goes along with making sure that we are creating evergreen offers, right? Not offers that are just a flash in the pan where you're selling something for a few days or a week maybe. These are an era, right? This is an evergreen offer. You're going to be selling for a long time. So you're really going to create an experience around it, right? So how can you do that? I like to kind of work from my branding, so everything kind of seems cohesive, but the offer and the sales page stands out, right? So that's the first place that you can start, is how can you adjust what you already have into a new theme or era. So you can think about what is the main feeling that you want someone to get with your new offer, right? So for example, my offer, Real You, where I teach people how to create your avatar, your digital double, and create 5-second viral reels with that, right? So this would be a great offer for you if you want to learn how to do some of this so that you can create avatars and graphics that look like you but are different, right? You don't have to have a photo shoot. You can create something brand new. So for Real You, I really wanted to focus in on the freedom aspect, right? We're not tied to our office. We're not tied to a photographer. We're really not tied to anything. So for the theme of it, I chose a resort pool, right? And then I created images using AI of myself at these resort pools, right? So it's summery, it's bright, a lot of blues and pinks. So that was the theme of that. So choose a theme, and it could be like a background or an area or even just a vibe, right? So choosing a theme that you can kind of take for your offer, for the feeling that your offer is going to give your audience, right? So you want to choose something like that. For another one of my offers that's coming out soon, I have more of a badass vibe, right? Wearing leather jackets, and it's graffiti background and urban spaces. So that's the theme of that new offer that'll be coming out soon, all about de-vanillaize your content and your copy. And then think about different costumes and storytelling. We really want to weave in the storytelling. So you choose a theme that brings out the feeling and the vibe that you want for your offer. And then how can you tell stories with those images, right? So for example, for Real You, I was really focusing in on that freedom vibe of resort pools. And also because I'm teaching 5-second viral reels in that course, I wanted pictures of me holding a phone, right? So the vibe was really, the resort pool, sitting by the pool with your phone, that's all you need. So it matches the offer, but it matches the vibe of the offer, and it matches what we want our audience to feel when they see that. So that's an era, right? That is one of Taylor Swift's eras. So how can you bring that into your business? How can you become a little bit more Taylor Swift and think in that big, that kind of what she called life of a showgirl, right? That's what's coming out next. So how can you think like a rock star? How can you think like a showgirl so that your offers aren't so vanilla or boring, or they all look the same because it's all your branding? How can you really bring in some character, some themes, different colors, different backgrounds? Like when we're getting into details, you can talk about like different textures and even different like copy aspects. So if you take that to the next level, not just the graphics and the imagery, but also in your copy. So for example, in that my WTF offer that's coming out soon, where I've got the badass vibe and the urban spaces, the copy on those pages are going to be up leveled, right? They're going to be less vanilla. They're going to use like a lot of trendy descriptions, trendy words, things like that. So we're weaving all of this in, and AI makes it so easy. So not only does it allow us to create images for your personal brand of you without having to go to like a really expensive or complicated photo shoot. You don't have to buy any costumes. You can just imagine it and create it with AI. And then you can use AI for your copy too, so that if you want to put in a special vibe, you don't even have to worry about how that's going to happen. You can ask AI to add in that vibe to your copy, right? So think about your copy and your graphics and your sales pages and your offers in a little bit of a different way, right? How can we make this more of an event, an experience for our audience? Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions. I will drop the link for Real You if you want to check that out. There's a special offer for a couple days left where you can also get the secret sales system, which is coming up, and that's going to teach you all about growing your Instagram account with trial reels and $5 a day ads. So it's a whole system. I'll drop the link later so that you can grab that. And let me know what you think. Let me know how you're going to bring a little bit of Taylor Swift's eras into your sales pages. All right, I'll see you later.